What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be rewrapping my roof with some vinyl. And if you're wondering, hey dude, why is your roof wrapped already? I didn't see a video on that. You're right. I tried to make a video on this right before I went up to Boston and the weather turned crappy. It started to rain in the middle of it, and it obviously made the wrap very difficult to install. I have several bubbles and wrinkles in it, and the video was not the quality that I wanted to put out. So today we are going to be rewrapping it. I have some new vinyl. Now you may also be wondering, hey, didn't you make a video a few months ago talking about how you're never going to wrap your car? Yes, sort of. In that video I discussed the differences between wrap, Plastidip, and paint. And I did say that I didn't want to wrap my car for a long-term paint correction solution, and I stand by that. I'm temporarily wrapping this roof to buy me some time so that it will still look good for PVGP, assuming my car is running. It's going to be a temporary solution before my engine took a dump. This vinyl was only to last for the season until, say, August, September, October timeframe when I could get my roof painted. I got the estimate back from the shop. I have two estimates. One is for the fender and the hood scoop, and to feather everything in is about $2 grand, and that price is for top-notch quality paint, labor, everything. This shop does it right, so you can't compare it to a Mako paint job and other things. So if you're a little sticker shocked at the price, that's basically what you can expect to spend at a top quality, a top-notch shop. So it was $2 grand for the front, and that's feathering it into the hood and everything else so it matches. And it was about $1 grand to redo the roof. That's to strip it down, repaint it, and everything like that. So before my engine took a dump, I was going to have my fender and hood scoop done because those are the worst. And I figured, hey, I could wrap my roof for like 40 bucks of vinyl, and that will look good for PVGP, and then afterwards I could get it painted. So since my engine decided to not play nice, I obviously have to get that taken care of, which means that I can't get some other things painted, but nonetheless, I am still going to vinyl wrap this roof. So that's what this video is going to be about. If you've ever wanted to see how to wrap a roof, this is how to do it. And I will also preface this video by saying I am not a wrap professional. I never worked with installing vinyl or window tint professionally, but I have worked with the material. So even though installing this wrap did not work out, it was not a complete loss. I still learned a lot of stuff about installing this wrap on my car specifically. First of all, this rear roof vane has to go. Whenever you pull in triangles, which you'll see whenever I do it, but you have to pull it tight to the roof in the corners, and I couldn't do this because the roof vane was there. And at the time I tried to do it without removing it because this is kind of a pain in the ass to remove, but there's no way around that. If I want a good job, I'm gonna have to remove this roof vane. So I'll show you guys how to do that if you have a Hawkeye. The second thing that I learned, which I already knew, but I should say that I realized how important it was, is that you need a nice, warm, hot, sunny day where it is calm. The day that I tried to do it, it was nice, and then it quickly got windy and rainy. And the problem is twofold. First of all, if it's windy, my wrap was blowing around. And second, it wasn't very hot, so the wrap was very stiff and difficult to work with. So the first thing you need to do in order to remove your roof vane is remove these plastic side covers. And I already removed this one so that I could show you because they are difficult to remove and you need two hands. But there is a plastic clip that is right on the inside. I have it right here. It's one of these little pop clips. You can get in there with a screwdriver or a pry tool like I have, these panel removers. Those work a lot better, but you have to get in there and pop that out and remove it completely. And then this whole piece will be able to get pulled outwards and back. As you can see, there's two holes here, and those correspond to these tabs, which this is sideways. But it sits like this, so as you can see, it would pull backwards. But you have to pull it out as well because there are other areas that would hit on here. So pull it outwards, back, and that will come off. Then you have access to these two bolts right here, which actually attach the roof vane itself, and you have these two that actually attach the mount from the car. So I will be removing both of these, and I would need to remove these so that I get this bracket out of the way so that I don't have issues whenever I'm trying to pull this wrap tight. All right, guys, so this is something that you have to consider when you are buying a used car. Things aren't always as they appear. So I'm in the process of removing these brackets here. This side is no problem. These bolts will come right out, and I'm pretty sure that will come off easily. But I went to do the driver's side and I ran into an issue. So first of all, I went to remove these bolts and they weren't coming out. Even with the impact wrench, they weren't coming out. They were just spinning. And this bracket is slightly loose. It's not really a big deal. But I was like, okay, what the hell's going on here? And I did notice the other day, I had my rear seat out when I was doing my suspension and, you know, had the windows tinted and all that. And I did notice that there is some rust down in this area. And I thought, okay, that's weird. I'm not really sure exactly what that could be from. But, you know, I'll keep an eye on it. So when I ran into this issue and I realized that these weren't coming out, they were just spinning, I figured that somebody probably screwed with it at some point, because they should come right out. So it seems like they're stripped, and I don't know if they're like glued in place or what, but they just spin. And if you look at the bottom of the bracket here, it looks like there's some kind of glue maybe or adhesive. So that didn't seem right. So I just got a jug of water and I poured it over here to see if that could be leaking, and that's what's causing the water to get in there. And lo and behold, we have water inside my car. It's a little bit damp down in this area, which I apologize, it's very difficult to see. But it's actually coming down here and dripping. So I don't know what else to do about this bracket. It took me over an hour, but I finally got this rear driver's side mount off. The reason is basically that whoever it was, whether it was somebody at a shop or a previous owner, they used the wrong bolts. So these are the bolts that should be used to attach the mounting bracket to the body. However, this is the bolt that they used on this side. They used two of these, and obviously it's the wrong ones. The thread pattern is the same. However, it is not long enough, and obviously it's the wrong bolt. So it actually stripped out the bolt. It stripped out the nut inside. There's like a little captive nut in there that's welded in from the factory. That's stripped. So now I have to become the mad scientist, I guess, and re-tap these holes and put in larger bolts. So I have to leave in a little bit to take my mom to work because she's gracious enough to let me borrow her car. But when I do that, I'll stop at Home Depot, see if they have anything suitable that I can use for this. I'm happy now that this is off, but again, a simple job that should have taken 5 minutes at the max has now turned into a whole job of its own. So I don't know if I'm going to get to wrapping my roof today. It's already picked up, it's getting windy, I don't know why. This weather's pissing me off too. But now I have a whole separate job that needs to get done. I'm not leaving just yet, so in the meantime, I figured I would show you how to remove these rails and remove the vinyl. So these rails, I already removed the passenger side, but these you just have to get in underneath. Sometimes it helps if you have a panel tool like this to get in there. Obviously you want to be careful, don't pry it on your vehicle too hard. You can dent it and you can scratch the paint, so put down a microfiber towel if you have to, but you need to get in underneath these and just peel them up. It will pop out because there's clips all along the back. So come up to the front and you have to pry up in the front, and you'll see that there's a tab that goes straight down, but the rest of these are slotted, so you want to lift them up and you have to slide this whole rail backwards, and you can see that they are directional. So I'm going to set this over here somewhere safe, and now that I have that out, you can see these clips that hold in the back. So those just pop in, and it is a little bit dirty. I already cleaned out a lot of this junk, but you want to clean out all this crap if you can, because all that junk sits there and it absorbs water and it stays wet, which can cause your car to rust if there is bare metal exposed. So I try to clean out stuff like that whenever I can. I'm still going to remove the wrap that's on right now, and I'm going to wash the roof, clay bar it, show you guys how to do that. But I also have some rust bubbles, so I'm going to take care of those. They're in the front and you really can't see them with the wrap on camera, but in person you can. So I want to lightly sand those down. so that I don't have those rust bubbles showing through. And I only recommend that if you are going to repaint the car or the roof, which I am. So in the meantime, the wrap is going to seal that, so it's not going to oxidize or rust or anything like that. When it comes to removing the vinyl, it's fairly easy. You just have to get under an edge and it all should peel right up. It is hot today, so all of this should be nice and flexible. And as you can tell, it just peels up. All right guys, so I finally got this wrap off. I am very impressed with how sticky it is. This is, I think, SW900 from Avery Dennison. It laid down surprisingly well in the rain too. I did still have some bubbles, but obviously it was raining. But this is a very forgiving wrap. When I applied it, I was able to pull it up, put it down, pull it up, put it down several times with no issues. But this definitely just gave me a workout. Apparently it is arm day today. Because I was surprised at the amount of strength it took to pull this up. It was very stubborn, and I actually like that in a wrap. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but as I was pulling this up, it actually pulled some of the oxidation from the clear coat with it. As I said, my clear coat is breaking down, and that's the whole reason that I am wrapping my roof for the time being. But you know my roof is done because there is clear coat coming up with it because the clear coat is starting to fail. So now I have a fairly clean roof. I'm still going to show you guys as if I didn't have wrap on here, so if you're applying wrap for the first time, you still know what you're doing. But basically I need to wash this down and clay bar it, and then I'll put on the new wrap either today or whenever it decides to not be windy. So I just want to say I'm already impressed with this wrap from Avery Dennison. I ordered the same exact wrap for the new wrap that I'm putting on, same color and everything, but man, I was not expecting that. My arm is killing me just holding this camera now.
side that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business so humongous, you would think that happens in there. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Working for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have him yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stacks, yo. Woo! Everybody wanna do the same thing. Yup, that's why we ain't on the same page. No, do my own thing, and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah.
Alright guys, so I just finished laying the vinyl on my roof. It went very well for me anyway. I am not a professional, so for this being the first time vinyl wrapping anything really of a decent size, I think it went very well. So obviously I'm not a professional and it does take a skill to lay vinyl. Once you get some experience doing it, it's not that difficult, but obviously it is a skill and it takes some experience, otherwise shops wouldn't be able to charge to do it. But overall it went very well. I have a couple wrinkles here and there that I wasn't able to get out, but I really don't care too much. As I said before, this is temporary, so if I wanted a perfectly, professional job, I would take it to a shop. But for me, I wanted to do this myself. It was only like 40 bucks, and I wanted to show you guys how to do it as well. It took me about an hour going through and working out all the bubbles and the wrinkles, and I still have some here and there, but I'm hoping that this video can help somebody out. I'm hoping that you could see what I did and get some ideas and inspiration for your own projects. So I'm gonna leave that video here. As you can tell, once I replaced the rails, it looks a lot better and it has a nice clean break from the World Rally Blue. So I want to thank you guys for watching. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, leave them in the comments down below. Please give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys next time.
I'm going mainstream.